Might have. Did we get stuck? Did we get stuck? What's up, man? Sour hour? Yeah. That's why we're not leveraging. We're only leveraging like 4 micros here. So the most we're willing to lose is like $40. Is that right? $40? Or is that $80? Maybe that's $80. I was hoping since we're above the 200 moving average that everything would start crossing over. What's up, Trader G? We're just going to take small little trades this evening. We're not trying to overdo it. We're trying to just hold on to the profit we have this evening without risking a bunch. So we had a good pullback during lunch. So let's see if we can get back to the highs this evening. So far, this is what the accounts look like from this morning. We're up 800. This doesn't really matter. These are the only two that really matter to me, my 2 funded accounts. And that's 175 and 164. So we're slowly grinding these things higher. Our 25K is up to almost what, $1,200, $1,160. So still got to make another $800 to get a $1,000 payout on this account. And this one we still got to make a lot, still $3,000 more dollars. So this one's a long ways away. But we're trying to do $400 a day. I had the $400 in today, but I paper handed it and got out for just basically 175 instead of the 400 that we should have gotten. So got scared away. Oh yeah, this morning was awesome, man. The movement was just insane this morning. Had really good moves, entries this morning. So these are a little bit more aggressive trade guys. Like I said, I don't trade my evals on the conservative side. We are super aggressive with these things. Um, if you want to do the more conservative trading, you'll have to come early in the morning when I'm trading funded accounts. That's when we'll do more of a entry where we actually look for setups and not just jump in. But that's kind of what we're doing now. We just kind of like, all right, kind of like, it looks like we want to move up, so going to jump in and see. Oh. Trader G, I wish I had the motivation to get up for London, man. It's like, God, I just want to find the motivation to do London session. That way there's not so many people trading like there is during the daytime. What's up, Charles? Yeah, London session's definitely a lot more calm. Ooh, we're following that trend line. So as long as our trend line holds, as long as this 21 EMA holds, I still feel comfortable holding this trade. Let's get out of this trend. Let's follow this trend line and boom, explode out of there. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for some explosion out of this trend line here. Hope you don't get denied this week. Well, hopefully not, Charles. Man, I was really hoping that breakout right here was going to be the one, guys. We had a nice little trend line down, and I thought we were about to break out on top of it. We did a little bit, but came back in that buddy real quick. You DCA with 5 contracts to get back to profit? Well, all you can do is submit it. At least you don't lose your profit. Worst case scenario, you trade 8 days to make 50 to 100 more dollars. I mean, I know that sucks, but that's probably about the only thing you can do if that happens. Come on. Freaking 50 drama, man. Come on. All right, so maybe we'll retest the 20, retest the 9 here, then we'll pop back up one more time to hopefully get through these 50s. Oof. Dang it. All right, one more retest of the trend, guys. Hopefully that wasn't all it's going to give us. I don't know what you mean by taking fees, Bear. You have to. Are you talking about per trade? All trading does that. It doesn't matter who you trade with, Bear. You can trade a live account and they take fees. That's just part of the trading structure. It just shows up a lot more if you're using a lot more micros. I'm gonna still stay in this trade as long as the 200 moving average holds up. But if we start losing that 200 moving average, that's when we will definitely probably consider shutting this trade down. What time is it? 2:16. It didn't really quite get the 10 points from earlier. So I think we'll be down, what, 10, 13. What is that? Almost $100 invested in this trade if it comes down and get us. All right, here's another 200 retest. There's another opportunity to get out of this trade if you're still in this trade. So there is opportunities to cut your losses. We want to see explosion right here, guys. Explosion through the IBH from the initial balance this morning. Once I'm above the initial balance, we're just going to go to break even if we get above the initial balance. All right. I like seeing the EMAs point straight back up. get through these 50s one more times. We kind of got stuck at those 50s earlier. Man, that 50 has been a straight up wall, guys. All right, a little bit more. The EMAs, you got your 50 moving above the 200. That's a good sign. Good sign here. We just don't need the 50 to curl on us. We don't want to see the 50 curl. We want to see the 50 go straight up. Ooh. Man, what is up with that level right there? Am I missing something? Is it because of this big fair value gap from earlier? That's the only thing I can see. Let me put a line across there and see what's going on here. He's struggling right here. Looks like we're moving into this fair value gap here. So I don't know if that's... I see. If you kind of go back to the left, this was our lunchtime chop, guys. Look, this was our big consolidation zone from earlier. Dang. It's like, why are we just stopping here? Okay, so there's an imbalance. There was an imbalance filled up here already. Goodness. Oh, dang. We barely miss our target there. Oh, come on. All right, we're going to put it back up to 80 bucks. So right now we're still risking $80 for this trade. right, another pullback, guys. Hopefully this doesn't get us. I mean, nothing worse than get multiple pullbacks. Eventually, it may get us. Woo. We're in that Tom Sabo box here. No, I didn't trade the 5 minutes. I actually forgot about it this morning, Charles. Look, we can go back and look at it. Did it work? Let's see. No, the 5 minute would have been tough because look, we broke out of the 5 minute here. Then we chopped back up through the 5 minutes. So I don't know. It would have been difficult to trade this morning, Charles. Oh, choppy to chop, chop, chop. So I've had multiple opportunities to get out of these trades. So, I mean, if I take a loss, it's at my own fault because we've been around my entry this whole time. We're waiting to see if the Tom Sabo consolidation box is going to pay this evening. We're betting on the top side, but we never know. I like the fact that all of our EMAs are above the 200s. So we are in this trade for what, $100, basically $110, I think. No, not quite. Maybe 90 something because we're risking about 12 points at 4 micros. So 10 makes 80 plus 2 more. So almost about $100. Yeah, this sideways sucks. I thought once we got this breakout of this trend here that we would go, but we got the breakout from the trend. We had a nice little downward trend going. We broke out of the trend and it just went straight to chop, guys. No good momentum breakout here. What I don't want to see is the 9 and the 21 coming back together. We wanted to see them still to pump point upward. If I can get above this IBH, I will go to break even. Oh, man. I thought once we printed above that level there, it's like, man, we're going to go. Come on. Come on. Let's get the breakout. Damn. Damn. What is up with the 50 drama? I feel like we're stuck at the 90. This is what it's like being stuck at the 90. You're stuck around that 90 drama to the whole number. The 50 is just putting up a fight here. I don't know if this is the imbalance part that you were talking about, Savage, around the 50. Like I said, above 54, guys, above this 53, we will go to break even. Oh, you got to be crap, man. No, it could not get above the freaking 50. Why did I do that? Oh, 53s. Come on. So it looks like we missed our target by probably a half a point, it looks like, because we hit the right at that 53.5. So we missed it by a half a point, literally 2 ticks, guys, 2 ticks. I just hope it doesn't have to swing the lows to get back up through there. So that's the only downside to this, because we made a high. You can see it. We broke this previous wick here. So I don't know what wick we got to run down here. And we got a lot of equal lows sitting down here too. You can see them right here. They're sitting right on top of the 200. So time is it? 2:30. Man, we've been holding this trade for almost 30 minutes, guys. If I was on a funded account or a live account, we definitely would have went to break even. There's no way I would let this pull back on me. But see, we're also up $900 for the day in this account, so we're just going to risk some of the profits we made. So where I would start getting worried, if you still are consider holding this trade like I am, is if we start losing this 200 moving average. If we start losing that 200 moving average, it would definitely get a little worrisome. I'm hoping we can just clear out these equal lows down here and then move back up. So it looks like we barely got them cleared. Look at that. Let's see. No, we did not either, but we did. I mean, I guess we got the previous low on the body of this candle. Dang it. All right, so hopefully that'll be what it needs to do. Well, at the most here. Whew. case we get a pivot bounce here. So we cleared out all those lows. So I had plenty of opportunities to get out of this trade, but we thought that we could get the move higher. Looks like we possibly going to get stopped out on this one. You're calling it a day? Well, you had a long day at work, Trader G? Thank you for hanging out a little bit. Yeah, this price action is tough this evening. There's definitely no movement today. So we still got about 15 minutes. If we get stopped out here, we'll probably just kind of just chill for a little bit and wait for the death candle at 350. So far, guys, we've been just kind of stuck in a Tom Sabo box. There's been no movement. I got a little worried on that one just because we started breaking the 200 moving average. But I didn't know if we had to run the bottom of this. We had a lot of equal lows down here, and I didn't know if it had to run these bottoms. So where I don't want to see is I don't want us to find support here. If we find support here, that's going to be kind of a little worrisome. You wanted to see it sell through the 9 and 20 here. So it's giving us another opportunity to get out of this trade. Because now if it comes back, it's definitely going to run this pivot and stuff if we come back down. This time back above, if we get back above 50, I will go to break even. It's just because I've held this trade for a long time now. And so I feel like we've been just, I don't know. I either want to go to break even or I just want to just get this trade over with. Because we've been holding this thing for about 30 minutes now. So that's what I didn't want to see. I didn't want to see us find support at the 9 and 21. Actually, Frank, almost to the point of just guessing, like the 350 candle. You just kind of like, maybe wherever you've had a bunch of consolidation or if you look like you're going in a upward motion, but I feel like we're about to get stopped out here. I did not like the fact that we found support here at the 20 and 9. I don't know. We played a little different every day. All right, so that one knocked us down to 768 for the day. All right, so we'll just be patient and wait a few more minutes and see if we can find something for our death candle. But Frank, whenever I enter those, I usually don't enter those, but maybe on like 2 micros, 3 micros. I don't enter them a lot. It's just more for entertainment purposes than really trying to trade those with anything with a real account. Just because it's, I don't know. To me, it's like borderline gambling on that death candle. Because there's really no setup. Because it could whipsaw either way on you. Yeah, I've heard people talk about the. I need to learn a little bit more about the price of center because I've heard several people talk about it, but I just don't know a lot about it. Salvage. We got full port John Carter in the lobby. What are you full porting over there, John? I thought you were done with evals. We're gonna have to be patient a little bit. I'm waiting to see. I'm just waiting to see what the 200, see if everything kind of gets moving back to the downside. I thought we were gonna. Oh, you said on the 5 minutes, it's like a. Oh. But even if we do push down, I feel like we'll definitely have to have a move back up. And I only say that because most of our moving averages are above the 200-day moving average. This has been a pretty mild, pretty much crappy price action here for Power Hour. There hasn't been no movement at all. We pretty much just been kind of stuck in the Sabo box here. Someone's gonna have to call Tom and tell him to unlock the box so we can get out. John, are you at home trading or are you picking up the kids from school? Eric, how did your trading go today? Man, look at all of our moving averages. Those things are just stacked on top of each other right now. Yeah, I'm kind of with you, Eric. I have no idea. Man, this pivot point's been a wall here at the 30s, but man. Red day. We had a really good morning session, Eric. The only counts that really matter is these two. Yeah, we were able to catch all that early morning big move this morning where we had the 100 and something point big move up on a pullback strategy. Is this thing? It's like, do I try the long again? We still got about 5 minutes left. Pretty good, Fish Lips. How you been? You been having you work a lot lately? All right, we're going to try this one more time. Too much lately. This is really not probably a good setup here. As long as the pivot holds, we're just risking another $80 on this account. The only thing that sucks is all of our EMAs are smashed together, so this thing could go either way on us. So it could either go to the moon or go straight to the dumpster. Guys, if you're just joining me, I do take aggressive trades on my 50K eval. It's a 91% off eval with Bulanox, so we do take aggressive trades. If you want to join us in the morning time, we take a lot more conservative trades. Usually we're looking for setups. There is no setup here. These are just I think trades. This is I think that we should go higher, but at this point, I don't know. And that's only because all of our EMAs are smashed together. I was trying to get an entry before the death candle at 250. So either it'll run through us or we'll skyrocket to the upside with the 250 death candle. I like that we're finding a lot of support in this area. So I'm hoping at, you know, what, in 2.5 minutes, we'll get the move higher is what kind of, you know, hoping for. Not too much trading lately, man. I figured you were, that was part of the everyday life there for you, Fish Lips. Yeah, that's what we're waiting on, Fish Lips, is the murder algo here. We're waiting for the murder bot. Slammed at the real job. No, we got 1 minute left. I hate being in the murder bot. Like I would like to at least get maybe my 2 contracts off. Then that leaves me with 2 runners. least give me the 50 here, and I'll go to break even. Got 20 seconds left. 20 seconds left. All right, we're just going to go to break even, make it a free trade. So if it comes down, it'll stop us out break even, or it'll go straight up. 10 seconds left. We'll risk a little bit. We'll keep under the 200. So we'll risk 4. We'll risk 4. $30. We're risking $30. No! It did not. Oh, the murder bot. He got us good. I'm glad I moved my freaking stop loss. Oh, my goodness. That thing just wrecked. Look at that. The bottom just fell off. The NASDAQ got rug pulled. Oh, man. So that trade cost us about $40. We still kept it pretty clean, not risking a lot. You don't want to risk all your profit on the death candle, because that thing could just go either way. You know, just don't know. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I see what you mean. That was a clean sweep of the previous low. Yeah, Eric, I only do it on evals only. Just evals only. I wouldn't be doing that on like a live account, or, you know, if you're trading live, I wouldn't do it. Or I wouldn't do that on a funded account. Let's see what happens at this level here at the 25s here. I mean, we got underneath the pivot. We got the VWAP run. We got the 50% pullback run at the session mid. Whew. All right, so far we're 0 for 2 in power hour today, guys. 0 for 2. Man. If we can pull down here to find support at these 12s, we might be able to look for a long out of this area. All right. Oh, is that going to get us? Dang it. I was hoping for that mid-session bounce there. At least all the way, at least they pull back up the 200s. $560. Dang it. That was the upside that we were looking for there. Oh man, I can't. That sucks. Whenever I lose trades, whenever I put my stop loss too close. When we usually always bounce off of this freaking 50% pullback here. Yeah, it bounced like crazy off the VWAP. I just wish I gave it more room to go back up, because that would have been almost 20 points. That would have been a 20-point move. Yeah, that's what I was looking at too. Fish lip is the mid hold. It's definitely getting that time of the day where the trades are a little bit more risky. This will have to be my last trade here, guys. Yeah, the red line is the VWAP salvage. So we pushed back up. We touched the 21 EMA. We are below a pivot. So we're hoping all this area right here will kind of give us some support here. We lost this 100 moving average there. Dude, we're going to get burned again on this crap. Like I said, if we get stopped out this time, this will be the last trade of the day. We only got, what, a minute and a half left for the trading period to end. This has been a pretty tough power hour, guys. It's been just straight chop for most part the whole hour. So right now we got our pivot somewhat holding. Oh. All right. That's the end of it for me today. All right, so that's the end of it for me today. We don't want to risk any more profit. We already basically lost $400 during Power Hour. We're up $900, and now we're down to 6. So we risked quite a bit there during Power Hour. Oh, that was rough. Man, we got destroyed today in Power Hour. Sounds good, Salvage. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me today. I want to say thank everyone for watching today, and we will be back in the morning. Sucks that the price action sucked this evening. All right, guys, we will see you guys in the morning. Thank you guys for watching. Nice. Woo. Hopefully tomorrow's price action is a little better during the Power Hour. Let's see. So this morning we pretty much traded the we can go back and just go over my trades a little bit from this morning. How we made most of our profit, which way we made most of our profit kind of like on a, if anybody watches Patrick, you know how he does the pullbacks. This is basically all this is. So let me find when we open. So this is when we open. We had the big move up. So this would have been the first trade here. It was kind of an ugly pullback. We didn't have very much. But I didn't know how far we were going to continue, so we did buy this pullback here. It was very little. 2 candles, pretty much close to a hammer candle, but not all the way. So we got long here. We only took it for 10 points. This is how we got the 175 here. That was for that trade there. Unfortunately, I entered around, no, it was around this part. I'm sorry. It was here because we entered at 82.83. And unfortunately, we went up 100 points from my entry before we started really started consolidating. So I missed out a lot on that trade. Then we entered again around the 13 level. I want to say right above this session. Well, I don't think the session mid was there this morning, but it was about the 13 where we entered. Then I think we took 10 for our first target. Then we took another target at 20 points. Then the next one at 30. That was a 30-point trade this morning for that move there. Then we also caught this trade here before we went to lunch on the way back down for like 30 points. All right, guys. we will see you guys in the morning or talk to you guys in the morning. Thank you guys for hanging out. Sucks that power hour was pretty crappy today. We ended up, like I said, in the red for power hour.